Welcome back to another episode of Expressions, where you can free yourself and be yourself, unfiltered, uncut, get right to it. We ain't putting nothing on it. 100% how you feel and how I feel today on a Thursday. You know, getting ready for the weekend. It's going to be some prosperous things going on in the world. Make sure that you do something beneficial to your future. We're going to talk about TikTok. The famous app that everybody love to do crazy skits, funny things, cry, just anything that you can do to get views. This is the app for you. Now, they've been having a bunch of scenarios about TikTok. I don't know if it's true, if it's factual, but it has led to a lot of allegedly suspect things that's supposed to be going on with this app. Now, NBC News says TikTok CEO discusses efforts to address dangerous misinformation. The TikTok CEO, Xiao Chu, was questioned by the representative Diana DeGette, Democrat of Colorado, about his company's efforts to address the spread of misinformation on social media during a House hearing. Basically, what's allegedly supposed to be going on with the big famous app TikTok is people's information being stolen, shared, and sold. I mean, anytime that you're on an app, you have to be aware that your information can be traded, analyzed, and took for data. Basically, what a lot of apps are doing is they monitor what people like the most, what people dislike, the things that are going to make the app be more of in a winning advantage. So they have to, do data on what's the most successful points of being on the app. But in the case of TikTok, a lot of people are saying that China are doing potential dangerous things with people's information. I don't know if it's true or if it's not. But be careful, people, when you're on social media. Stop always putting all your real information on there because you don't know who's who and what is what. But one thing I can say to move on, but to stay on the subject of TikTok, and it just, it just amazes me, right? You have people going to the lowest of the lowest on TikTok to get attention.
You sucker.
I mean, it's crazy. The stuff that people do to get attention. For instance, this is the trend that I'm seeing on TikTok, where you have women crying with stories about something that's going on in their life. And the favorite one is, this how they do it, so you can better understand it. You click on the profile, and you'll see a girl saying, I didn't want to come on here, but I'm going through something in my life right now, and it's so hard to go through this. I don't know how I'm going to get through this, but I got to find a way. And she's crying in the video while she's talking. And then you look down and you see she got 300,000 views, 50,000 subscribers. And you say to yourself, oh, I feel for that young lady. I wish the best for her. I wonder what she's going through. I hope you feel better. But then you click on another TikTok profile and you see another girl crying. And she got a different story.
Like a rocket, coast, finger roll for the profit.
He cheated on me. I was with him for 2 years. And then I found out. So I got to move on with my life and do what's best for me. And then you start to say, now I know goddamn well we ain't got people all over the world that's getting on TikTok crying with a different story in a different scenario. They so hurt that they got to get on TikTok. Stop this bullshit. Now, I believe in mental health, but ain't nothing wrong with you if you got enough sense to get on the internet, cry your heart out, telling somebody a problem. If it was that serious, you wouldn't be trying to put it online so you can get views. People are using sob stories and sad stories to get attention on the internet. I mean, people, if you want to get views, be creative. Like, the shit it's going too far. It don't even look good no more. It's funny to me. I ain't gonna lie, because I know ain't nothing wrong with these motherfuckers. Motherfuckers want attention in the wrong way. This on TikTok. No other app that you see this crying, sob story, excuse making ass shit. But you can stand in front of this phone and let the phone film you while you crying, telling your story. When people actually out there have real stories that they going through, real situations in their life. You on this motherfucker stunned and shit. I mean, people, if you on TikTok and you doing that shit, you full of shit. Stop that bullshit. God damn, you want attention that bad? Ooh, because you could go through these profiles where you see people that get the views doing that. They don't have no profession. They don't have a niche that they're doing online for people to look and watch. As far as speeches, jokes, they don't have nothing to keep people coming back, so they do this lame ass type of shit. No talented ass shit. And then once you get through doing that, what you gonna do after that? You look at their page, that's the most views that they didn't get on their page when they cried and made up that story. Some of them will do part 2, part 3, part 4, part 5. Because they realize they ain't shit else that they can create to entertain people on social media, but to cry and make up a lie. It's gone too fucking far. You in your neighborhood, you get your hood jumping and you listen to Expressions this Thursday night. I'm going to break. And I'm going to be back in a minute.
You hood jumping on this one. You get your hood jumping. You get your hood pumping. Jump to this. Pump to this. Yeah. You get your hood jumping. Gon' jump to this. Jump. You get your hood pumping. Gon' pump to this. You get your hood jumping. Gon' jump to this. Jump to this. Pump to this. Jump to this. Pump to this. I'm so gangster when I spit these rhymes. It's so gangster how I spit this 9 chick. Silly rabbit, tricks is for kids. You apple pies, ass lookins. Take out the trash lookins. Behind the mask, you a stick up king. Hookin' without the tootie, you a in the ring. Hookin', you got work, so you think you a hustler. You get your nose dirty, you're really a customer. I blaze up for the hustlers locked down. AK's up when I drop the top down. This is Mr. Bust your pistol. When it's beef, I'm sending missiles. You get your hood jumping, don't jump to this. You get your hood pumping.
Yeah. Back out break. Next topic, we're going to speak about this opioid crisis, specifically with the Latinos. Now, Latinos have been spared the worst of the opioid crisis, but now overdose deaths are skyrocketing. Overdose deaths among Latinos have nearly tripled since 2011 as more fentanyl has made its way into the cities across the country, usually mixed with other drugs. Damn. Man, I don't know what the world coming to. This fentanyl shit is on another motherfucking level. It is assassinating the human race. I mean, it's assassinating Caucasians, black people, Latinos. You know, it's fucking with everybody that's taking a chance on buying a pill off the street instead of getting it from the pharmacy or somebody that's getting it prescribed. I would suggest this. I don't condone opioid use. But if you just have to and you're going to go get you a pill, please, people, get it from a family member or a close friend that gets prescribed by the doctor so you know that it's safe and not going to take your life? Because guess what? The hustlers, the drug dealers, put it like this here. I said that wrong. Let me make sure I address this right. The low down people that sell drugs, because everybody, and I don't condone selling drugs, but this is the fact. Everybody that sells drugs is not the worst person in the world. Everybody that sells drugs is not the evil person in the world. But you have some evil drug dealers that don't give a fuck about human life, period. And what I mean by that, they're willing to sell you something that can kill you instantly versus somebody that's selling you something that's just going to get you high and you're going to still live. It's two different types. And in the time we living in now, people are hateful and ungrateful. That's right. They don't give a fuck if you drop dead after they give you what they give you, just as long as they get that dollar in their pocket. So you got to be aware. I seen a man the other day in the store. He was so high, I knew he was on fentanyl or perk 10 or 2 or 3 perk 30s. It looked like his back was going to break. He was bent over backwards for about a minute, stuck in a position, nodding his head and scratching like he was having the highest high that he could ever have in his life. I mean, he was just stuck like he was floating in the cloud. And then all of a sudden he just sprung back up. I thought his back was going to crack. This is how strong this shit is. It have you in a trance where you're just thinking about that high and nothing else is going on around you. Back to this story. While the face of the opioid crisis has predominantly been considered white and rural, overdose deaths among Latinos have skyrocketed, with experts attributing the growing number to the rise of fentanyl. Fatalities from overdoses has risen dramatically, like cocaine and methamphetamine, which are more prevalent among Latinos than are heroin or prescription painkillers, according to the study co-author, professor, and director at the Center for Opioid Epidemiology and Policy at the New York University, Lane 1. Between 2007 and 2019, fatal overdoses among Latinos from opioids mixed with cocaine rose to 729%. God damn. And when mixed with methamphetamine, they have risen 4,600%. There's a lot of product in all drugs at the moment, except for cannabis, which is contaminated with fentanyl. Damn. So you telling me that the weed we smoke, it might be contaminated. Oh shit, I'm finna stop smoking now. That's all I do is just smoke. I don't do all these motherfucking crazy drugs that y'all do. Just herb from the ground. Natural. So they must be sprinkling shit on the natural plant that grow out the ground. Do you realize how much 729% and 4,600% is? That's basically like one person died a year, and then the next year, 4,600 people died. Man, this is fucking record breaking. It's not clear if this mix happens on purpose or by accident, but researchers believe both are happening, according to CERTA. Fentanyl is highly addictive, so some dealers may be mixing it with other drugs to make their clients more dependent. On the other hand, there are those who do consume fentanyl intentionally because they have developed a tolerance to opioids and need increasingly high doses. Experts warn the opioid epidemic is entering a new phase. What started with prescription painkillers like Oxycontin in the early 2000s is now almost entirely dominated by the illicit traffic of fentanyl, which is a far more deadly synthetic opioid, almost identical to heroin, but 50 times more potent. Though Latinos in general have historically lower overdose rates compared to whites, you see it increasing. So it's really worrying. You know what it is? When Latinos come to this country, a lot of times they pick up the country's bad habits. Yes, we're in the United States of America. I love this country, but we got bad habits. Everybody have bad habits. And they pick up the bullshit habits over here, and they don't even have a clue that they done made the worst mistake of their life. Shout out to my Latino people. I wish the best for you like I wish the best for everybody, all races. So this is very dear to me, this story, because I want to wake up some people that have came to this country to make a change and might have a family member, a loved one, a friend that's fucked up, and maybe they can save them, or maybe they can save the future of the Latino race by preparing them and properly educating them about this strong-ass drug and how it can take your life. Because, see, a lot of people are living so much and going through so many things of daily life that they don't really have time to research and know what's going on. They probably don't even know that a lot of this fentanyl is out here. You know, they hear it here and there, but people don't take it serious. I know what's going on because I research. And I see it and I pay attention. I take it in and I lock it in so I can spit it back out to the world. The opioid crisis had already taken an even deadlier turn in 2020 when the COVID-19 pandemic hit. In Nevada, according to the CDC, while drug overdose deaths among people from all races and ethnicities increased by 54.5% from 2019 to 2020, it increased by 119% among Latinos. It's because there's Vegas. It's a lot of money out there, a lot of companies, a lot of business owners, the casino. So anytime it's a lot of money flowing, it's always a lot of drugs flowing. Believe that. Follow the money. Even the drugs that's not killing people. You think it ain't no cocaine in Beverly Hills? Fuck it. I said it. You think it ain't no cocaine in Beverly Hills? People are having mountains of powder parties in that place in the country. That's right. That's the rich drug. That's the drug that when you're rich, you think you can handle it, then it'll make you poor. It'll break you and take everything you ever had in your life. But you start out at a dinner party, putting a little bit on the plate, thinking it's fun and it's cool. And then you like it. And then you want more. And then you want more. And then stuff that you've been working for all your life starts to go. But then you want some more. I ain't gonna hold y'all all day on this episode, but I had to speak to the people and let them know, be careful out there when you're trying to do what you do. Don't trust everybody. Protect your life. Protect your future. I got a little story before I get out of here. This is what happened to two Latino families in Commerce City, a Denver suburb, in March of 2022. 6 friends got together one night and consumed what they thought was cocaine. 5 of them died instantly from an overdose of what turned out to be fentanyl. One of them was Karina Rodriguez, mother of a 4-month baby girl, whose father also overdosed and died that night. She didn't have a drug problem, but she decided to have a little fun one night, and she was poisoned. Malaya, a sister of Karina, testified through tears at a legislative hearing on fentanyl at the Colorado Capitol. Even if she decided to use cocaine that night, she didn't deserve to die, is what the lady said. She was not a person who struggled with addiction. She said in the weeks before her death, she was the happiest she had ever been. Moral of the story, talk to your kids. Check on your family members. Most importantly, check on your kids and make sure they ain't out here taking these pills, ladies and gentlemen. You might save your child life. It's a fucked up world we living in right now, but it's a beautiful world. Keep your head up high, stay positive, stay motivated. Don't let nothing happen to you to tour what you're trying to do with your future. You got to smile through the good. It is what it is. You just tune in to Expressions, where you can free yourself and you can be yourself. Until the next time, get out your neighborhood. Go see something different.
Crime soldiers down for cheddar. We dodge ball, cops call, cause the shots ring off. Get it crackin', get this money, then we pop things off. And what it is, I do this here for real, cause this is how I live and how I get my skrill. And some you can feel, cash in the register, I'm 3 steps ahead of you, the prey of the predator. Big money bring enemies, keep shining on these suckers. Keep stacking up my Kennedys, keep grinding on these busters.
To get your hood jumping, don't jump to this. Get your hood pumping,